I think that's 4 clean sheets in your last 7 games. Another point to the tally. Are you pleased with what you saw today in a 0-0 draw?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was probably shake hands and move on because they had a couple of chances we did. It's a tough place to come. As I said, they've got a bit of momentum in terms of what they've been doing as well themselves. So tough point, but a well-earned point, I thought.
It was a battle at times, wasn't it? I know you've been critical at times this season of not being able to keep the ball. I think both teams had that problem today, didn't they?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you could see what we were trying to do. We were trying to get the ball out wide and put it in certain areas, and then you want quality coming in the box and you want, obviously, quality at the end of it. And both teams sort of struggle that way. But as you said, it was a battle, and I thought both defences stood firm. Was
it a real example of how pivotal chances are when they're few and far between? Both teams had a couple and couldn't take one.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. And, you take your chances, then hopefully you'll get something out of the game in terms of winning and 3 points instead of 1. But, Josh Woods has put Ben Woods has put a great free kick in, and Josh Woods has hit the post, and Conor Ripley's got up and made a great double save. It was like a double save because it's come off the post, and he's reacted fantastic before. I think Faz Rawson can put it in the back of the net. So, fair play to him. That's what he's there for, and he's done well today.
Swindon did have the ball in the net in that first half. I'm sure they'll be upset with the way it was ruled out. What did you make of that decision?
Yeah, exactly. Seen it exactly. So there was a push. I've seen it. The referee has seen it himself. So I think it was justified, to be honest.
Yeah, so you think that's a fair one? Would you be upset if it had been the other way around?
Oh, you always are, aren't you? So you're always going to contest it, aren't you? So there's no I mean, Ian wasn't too happy. Their staff wasn't too happy. So, but at the end of the day, great decision by the referee for us.
The way you've defended in recent weeks is something Farron Rawson was talking about yesterday, building up to the game. Things like Matthews making a last-ditch block to stop Smith scoring from close range in the second half. How much are they putting their heart and soul into this and taking pride in these clean sheets?
Just everything, and you defend from the front, Dan. So, the back five are outstanding, weren't they? I mean, the whole team were in terms of, trying to defend and trying to keep hold of what you've got, which we said at half-time. You've got a point, let's go and try and get 3 points. Didn't materialise, but don't lose what you've got. So, and that type of desire and attitude and wanting to keep the ball out the back of the net was shown. It was evidence with Faz, with Farron Rawson, with Evan Matthews, and with Ben Ward as well. But you've got your 2 wing backs. Donald Love was up and down. He was fantastic. Some quality he showed at times. Passes into the box, or crosses into the box, should say. Jake Batty ran himself into the ground. So then you've got Seamus in there who gives you an hour of the calmness and coolness and picking second balls, winning first contacts. And then you got Ben Woods as well. I mean, what a move for. I think he's flicked it back to Alex Henderson. It was a great little move, great little counter attack from us. And Endo knows he should do better. He's put it over the bar, but I can't fault any of them, to be honest. Kelsey Mooney up top, Josh Woods ran himself into the ground, and then the lads who come on. So you have to have that. You have to have the hard work, and that that it's got to be inside you. You've got to want to keep what you've got, but also it comes down to the teamwork.
Is it a slightly different feeling about a point to the Gillingham one, where you conceded late and you said, I feel like we've lost the game?
Yeah, well it is, isn't it? Because it was the manner in which way we lost. It was a free kick, which we should have dealt with, and we didn't. I'm not going into all that, what it was and what it wasn't, but it's a totally different feeling. You come away from home, as I said to you before, this is a big club, got great size and numbers that they come, the fans and all that stuff. So at the end of the day, we'll take the points, lick our wounds, and then, we just move on.
And you're a point further away from that bottom 2. You've added another 1 to your total. How much is it about generating some momentum going into the end of the season and going on a bit of a run? 3 unbeaten now.
Well, I think that's what it is, Dan. I mean, I've only ever looked at ourselves as a team, as a club, and that's what we've got to do. And we've got to make sure that the next game now, I think, is at Bradford at home, to the early kick-off. So we've got to know they've had a good result, as someone had just told me before, at home. So we know what's coming with Bradford, so we've got to stand up. We're at home, so we've got to impose ourselves on them, and we're looking forward to the challenge next week.